Hello everybody, welcome back to the Two-Wheel Troubadour. Hope everybody's having a good day. I am off of work today. Coming up to a long weekend, so I took a day off to just, do my own thing and have a 4-day weekend. Looking forward to that. So I thought I'd, of course, spend the day with my motorcycle because it's one of my favorite things to do. So anyway, I made an agenda. Let's go over and check out the agenda. Let's see, what do we have here today? Let's see, we have, first, go for a ride. Okay, check. Go for another ride. Okay, I did that. Eat lunch. I ate lunch. Okay. After lunch ride. Record exhaust. Ride again. Eat dinner. Then sit and think about riding, and then go for a ride. Okay, so how can we check off some of these things here? We did this one, ate lunch, after lunch ride. So that's where we are now, but I think we're gonna get some afternoon rain, which is typical in Florida, and I'm gonna switch these two around here, especially now that the bike's cooled down. I wanted to get a cold startup video. And so what I did was put together a little rig here. I broke out one of my microphones, broke out my Canon 80D, and we're gonna see if we can get some decent exhaust sound on this puppy. I'm interested to hear what it's like. So this bike has the X pipe on it. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's see, get down in there. Can you see that? Oh, look at that. Yeah, nice. And then I just had this guard put on. I mentioned that in my last video. I think it helps complete the look down there. It's not so open and vulnerable to rocks and things like that. So that's cool. So anyway, yeah, I'm hoping to fire this puppy up and get some good audio clips for you. I'm interested to see. One thing you probably won't hear on it, which is really my favorite part of the exhaust tone on this bike now. So when it's under load, engine braking, man, it's got it has the most beautiful little pops and sounds and gurgles and everything. It just sounds awesome. Vance and Hines slip-ons with the baffles removed. Looking good. So, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to show you guys my new turn signals, okay? So I mentioned these before. Let's get a close-up on these guys here. Some LED, beautiful turn signals, front and rear. Now, I know what some of you guys might say. Troubadour, why didn't you get some really cool little tiny LEDs that fit down under here and are out of the way and real stylish and stuff like that? Well, a couple of reasons. Hold on just a sec. All right, so I had to chop that a little bit. The neighbor's lawn service showed up and fired up their lawnmowers, and so I took a break for a minute. But anyway, I'm coming back. We're gonna look at these new cool bullet LEDs that I put on here, front and back. Let's go around to the back here and check them out. Cool LEDs. Let's fire them up and show you. We'll do a little throw the hazards on here. Oh yeah, nice and bright. Now, there's some pretty good options for these guys. I'll show you the front. For these bikes, I mean, So you may be wondering, like, why did I choose these, right? They're pretty big. They're pretty much the same size and shape as the original incandescent ones. But, you know, the type of riding I do, I decided to go with these because I wanted big, bright turn signals, but, you know, when they're off, you don't have that big yellow lens on there. It kind of just blends in. It gives it a nice, sleek look. So anyway, you know, it depends on your ride. You know, when I was in Virginia, I put little tiny LEDs on my Gixxer. I was doing mostly rural riding. You know, I may see a couple of cars for an entire day's riding, but here I'm doing a lot more heavy traffic riding just because of my location. So I want something that's nice and bright and shows up, but I like that now I don't have the LEDs. I mean, the incandescent with the yellow lenses on them. So anyway, since I have it, the ignition on, why don't we go ahead and get this sucker fired up? Let's turn this guy on here. Start the other camera. Okay, that's rolling. That's a completely cold engine. All right. Let's see what this sounds like. I gotta put the camera down because pull the clutch in. It's in neutral. There we go. Cold engine. Yeah. Oh man, that thing sounds wicked. It, you know, of course you can't tell in the on video, but man, that thing just kicks you. You feel it right in your chest. That is impressive, if I may say so. I like the little, look how they stamp a little Triumph symbol on the Vance and Hines. You actually buy these through Triumph, so they're like made just for the bike. That's pretty cool. Those observant watchers will notice my Harbor Freight stand. I actually got this because I was living somewhere else, and it was a really tight garage, and when I got the bike, I was like, the only way I could fit the bike into the garage was to stand it, have it stood up on a stand to get the car in. Long story, but so I ran out to Harbor Freight. There was a Harbor Freight just down the street, and I bought this. They have them on the shelf. You got to put them together a little bit down there, and you know, it works. It really does work. The only thing I've noticed about it is like these wheels flat spot over time, like, so you can't roll it. You can't pick this up and roll it because it just kind of clunk, clunk, clunk. Other than that, it's a little wobbly. See, I wouldn't sit on the bike on this stand, but hey, in a pinch, I think it ran like $50, if that. It gets the job done. You know, if I'm ever feeling like I got some money to blow, I'll buy a better stand. But for now, it gets the job done, and there you have it. So anyway, I hope that audio came out good. I'm gonna go check it out and then go for a ride. I'll see you guys next time on the Two Wheel Troubadour. Later.